My name is Christine Mikeska, and I am a PhD candidate in the Department of Anthropology at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, where I also completed my master's degree. Prior to my graduate career, I graduated from Boston University with a bachelor's degree in archaeology and classical civilizations. I specialize in zooarchaeology, or the study of archaeological animal bones, and I focus specifically on ancient Southwest Asia, including ancient Anatolia. In addition to my work in Turkey, I have also worked on archaeological excavations in Cyprus and Italy, and I have worked on faunal assemblages from sites in Southwest Asia, Europe, and North America. My research at Koç University will focus on my doctoral dissertation project titled Feeding the City, Feeding the Gods: Animal Economies at Bronze Age Hattusha. Broadly, my doctoral research combines traditional zooarchaeological methods with isotope and historical analyses to investigate ancient human-animal interactions and the social networks that structured those interactions. More specifically, I investigate the ways in which urban communities used animals and animal products, the networks that supplied urban communities with animal products, and how these economies changed as Hattusha developed from a regional power in the Middle Bronze Age into the capital of Anatolia's first empire during the Late Bronze Age. Hattusha is a large urban settlement located in central Anatolia, or the modern province of Çorum. It was one of the largest and most significant urban centers of ancient Southwest Asia. It served as an important center of trade during the Middle Bronze Age, and later it was the capital of the Hittite Empire during the Late Bronze Age. Extensive excavation has revealed a 200-hectare city supported by a diverse population of workers, craftspeople, soldiers, administrators, priests, royalty, and their 1,000 gods. This large population and the diverse activities that took place within the city required huge quantities of provisions, including animals and animal products. Historical records, along with common sense, demonstrate that animal economies played a significant role in ancient urban life, supplying residents with all manner of goods and services. These goods and services ranged from food in the form of meat, dairy, and the use of cattle for agricultural plowing, to craft and industrial needs, which included fibers like wool and felt, leather and glue, and transportation of trade goods by donkeys. Animals also served to reify social and religious ideologies through sacrifices, divination, feasting, and hunting practices. Additionally, animals were used to keep goods, livestock, and people safe through guarding behavior, and even urban waste management in the case of dogs and pigs. This diversity of goods and services is often overlooked when studying archaeological animal bones recovered from urban contexts. Additionally, despite this diverse list, traditional narratives about early urban economies, particularly in Bronze Age Southwest Asia, have typically framed animal economy from a top-down perspective. These models assume the omnipotence of a centralized state authority and the existence of a monolithic, centralized economy, supplying all urban residents with their necessary animal needs. However, as one might assume from the abbreviated, though still long list of goods and services that I listed earlier, it seems unlikely that a single monolithic economy could supply all urban communities with all of the goods they required. Therefore, my research seeks to complicate this traditional narrative. I suggest that the needs of various urban communities, specifically those of Hattusha, were likely not taken care of through a single state-managed bureaucracy. Rather, I suggest that the needs of Hattusha's various communities were met through multiple parallel animal economies, which likely included networks managed by households, kinship networks, and even marketplaces. Furthermore, I suggest that these diverse networks fluctuated and changed along with the rest of the urban landscape as Hattusha developed from a regional power into an imperial capital. My doctoral dissertation focuses specifically on the networks that supplied households and temple institutions, i.e., feeding the city, feeding the gods. In order to identify the products consumed by Hattusha's residents, the networks that supplied them, and how those networks changed through time, I will spend my fellowship year analyzing the archaeological animal bones recovered during the most recent excavations of Hattusha's lower city. Recent excavations have revealed both Middle and Late Bronze Age architectural structures, including monumental or administrative buildings, household structures, neighborhood streets, and city walls. I will collect data on both domestic and wild animals, including species, size, sex, age, and body part distributions, along with pathology and cut mark frequencies. I will use these data to identify patterns in animal provisioning and use, as well as differences in provisioning strategies between periods and contexts. These data will also be compared to previous faunal analyses that focused on other districts of this sprawling city. Combining these old and new data sets, I will provide the first detailed assessment of intrasite variability and determine whether the city's communities were supplied through a single state-managed economy or through multiple parallel economic networks, as I suspect they were.